begin just by recognizing all of you that are here in the audience today. I know we have some representatives here from Madera County, so we appreciate you, Madera, and your partnership with us. And also I want to recognize Sonia De La Rosa with the County of Fresno. So she deserves a lot of cheer. So real quick on Sonia, over the course of the last 3 months, Sonia has become supercharged, working very hard with all of you, wanting to make sure that we're speaking with one voice as we deal with the homeless issue. And she just recently got an award from, I believe, the railroad company, and I got to see that award, and she deserves many awards. So as we work together, one of the things that's different about our approach to homelessness today is you have the counties of Madera and Fresno working together. We've adopted points as well as the 15 cities in Fresno, and I know that the cities in Madera are working towards that as well. So I'm not aware of any time in the past where the city leaders, the nonprofit groups, all of us have been on the same page as we have approached homelessness. And today, as we open up this low barrier shelter or celebrate the fact that it will be opening up soon, we all are working together. And so with homelessness, there's not one approach that fixes the problem, because each individual who's homeless, they have a different story, a different past, and different needs. And so with the approach that we're taking today, it's an approach where we want to meet the needs of people right where they are at. And together, as we collaborate and identify these folks in our community and make them well again, working together, that's the best approach that we can have, making sure that we use the limited dollars that we have wisely. And I need to congratulate the Continuum of Care. They've been doing a great job. They're a great partner with the County of Fresno. So at this time, I'd like to turn the microphone back over to Jody. Thank you.
Just a little bit of background on what we're doing here today. The Welcome Center is a 30-bed triage center model emergency shelter. And what that means is that, unlike your traditional the history of emergency shelters, our traditional emergency shelters, this is more of it's a triage center approach, in the sense that everybody who comes in the door, the goal is housing. So we're looking at helping people to meet their goals and their homelessness and move on successfully. So from the moment someone enters the Welcome Center, we will be working with them to help them identify their goals and then meet them in terms of housing. I'd like to introduce Delfino Neda, the Director of the Department of Social Services.
Thank you, and again, congratulations, Jody. It's a special moment for my department. Our department is the administrative entity for the Continuum of Care, and we are a large partner with the majority of the nonprofit community. And I want to most importantly, congratulate my staff, Laura Moreno, Shannon Duncan, for the fantastic work they've done to create the entire plan for both Madera and Fresno counties. They took the input from the point in time, the Baba Party report, the requirements of the state, and came up with a comprehensive plan that pretty much addressed the majority of the issues throughout the two counties, and came up with an implementation plan that we were able to actualize with all of our county providers, nonprofit providers, that really, as the supervisor was describing, there's no one answer, but it's the beginning of a mosaic of answers to solve and address the homeless issue. So I really want to appreciate and congratulate Laura Moreno. She has been a soldier on this issue for almost 20 years, and she deserves a lot of congratulations. And her and her team have been the ones that have gone out and reached out to the various nonprofits, to the community groups, to get as much input as we can to this plan. It's not the perfect plan, but it's the right plan for us because it's a plan that we can afford. And I don't want to de-emphasize that point. The plan that was come up with the one that fits this community the most, fits the needs of our clients the most, and we believe provides the most return on the investment for the monies that we've been given. So again, I want to thank Turning Point for this beautiful shelter, the first of many things that we believe that we're going to do here in this community. But again, I want to thank the staff, the county staff that worked on this, and the partnership with our friends up in Madera and the various cities involved. Thank you.
Thank you, Delfino. And here representing the Fresno Madera Continuum of Care, who is the kind of ambassador of these funds, is Sean Jenkins, board chair.
Thank you, Jody. we're really excited about this and the other projects that are going to be rolling out. This is as Delfino and as the supervisor Bazik talked about. It's a plan, and we've had plans before in the community, but we've never had the funds to actuate these plans to make them into reality. So this plan starts with diversion, is really working with people before they come in. And I guess I'd say diversion, for those of you that don't know, it would be like using the emergency room for a cold. That's the most expensive service that you can get in medical. So you want to go to your primary care physician because it's a less costly option. So diversion, we can look at saying, is there a way we can keep you housed? Is there somebody else that we can link you with? Is there a family member that you can reach out to? Something else that we can do without having to put you in the shelter? And we have some funds to help support that. Then there's the triage, and the triage, as Jody said, it's not just a shelter just to hide people. We were never interested in a shelter to hide the homeless folks. We were interested in a pathway to permanent housing. And so the triage shelter, the triages are actually case management and housing focused. So it's not just come in, get your meal, lay down, go to sleep, get up and leave tomorrow morning and stand back in line. You're assured your spot. You're going to come in, you're going to have a case management plan. And we have bridge housing, because when you don't need the intensity of triage, then you can move to bridge housing, which would be kind of like a transitional for a period of time. And then we also have rapid rehousing, where we can put people in housing for 12 to 18 months while they're getting back on their feet, getting a job, and able to support themselves. Some people may need to file for disability. Some people just need to get back in the workforce. And in the continuum, we also have permanent supportive housing, which isn't funded through this portion of funds, but those that need long-term care would go into permanent housing. And this is all part of what we call coordinated entry. And coordinated entry for our housing system, and being able to put somebody in use the right interventions for somebody at the right time and the first time. So we're excited what Turning Point's done. We're excited about the partnership that we have with the county and the support that we receive there. And we're excited with the support that we have and the partnerships that we're building with the city. And I think that our homeless individuals deserve these things. Homelessness is a multi-dimensional problem, and it's easy to focus on the people that don't want to be housed, that will say, I don't want services. I think what our goal is to house everybody that says that they don't want to be housed, that want to be housed, and then we can work on the people that say they don't want services and what are those barriers and why. This is the first step in many, and we're excited to be here, and we're excited about the partnerships that are developing and what this means to our community.
Thank you. So before we cut the ribbon and open everything up for tours, I do want to say a few things. Turning Point's had a long history of striving to serve our community's most vulnerable populations. And with over 200 beds of permanent supportive housing for people experiencing homelessness already being operated by Turning Point in Fresno County, we're super excited to add this to our array of services and to be able to coordinate with the community and work with other service providers to make sure that everyone's getting what they need, when they need it, where they need it. So I want to introduce, she doesn't have to speak, but I want to make sure everyone knows who she is. Laura Reynolds is the program director for the Welcome Center. I want to thank all of our new employees that will be working at the Welcome Center for showing up and helping getting things going this morning and last night. I want to thank the Continuum of Care for having the faith in us to do this, as well as the Department of Social Services for having the faith in us to do this. We're excited, and we can't wait to share this with the community and to be able to collaborate in this endeavor. Thank you. You want to do the honors? Careful there.
In case this is for shelter.
Sure.
All right, on the count of three, right? Count for us. 3, 2.
1. All right, come on in. There's refreshments inside.